Hey everyone, Felipe here. Welcome to another Tower of Saviors card review video. In this video, I'll be taking a look at one of the new jackpot cards, ever free shooter Randena. He is a fire human card, and I will be taking a look at his leader skill, team skills, and active skills, and letting you know my opinions about this card. So, starting off with his leader skill, we have human attack times 8, HP and recovery times 2. By dissolving fire runes, team attack increases by 5 times additionally. Additionally, you get an extended runestone movement time of 2 seconds regardless of enemy skills. And before I talk about the leader skill, let's also take a look at the team skill because this is also going to be part of his kit. For his team skills, we have upon the completion of moving runestones each round, explode the bottom row, and Randena will get an effect depending on the types of runestone exploded. Um, for normal runestones, you launch. Actually, for every runestone exploded, you will launch an extra attack of the corresponding attribute, but the strength of the attack will depend on the type of runestones. For normal runestones, the extra attack will be 2.5 times of his own attack. For enchanted runestones, it will be 3.5 times his normal attack, and additionally, you get a defense break attribute to it. And for modified runestones or enchanted modified runestones, this is race runes. And I think also board debuffs. You get a 5 times multiplier to the extra attack, and the damage will be dealt regardless of initial shield and puzzle shield. This also triggers whenever you don't spin any combo, so any empty spins will still trigger the explosion. So you are able to get rid of your entire board without doing a single combo as long as you finish moving during the round. Additionally, for Randena, um, you do get another effect where if no attack is launched in the round, damage received will be reduced by 50%. HP will be fully recovered at the end of the round, and skill cooldowns of humans will be reduced by 1. Additionally, heart runes also possess the effect of fire runes. So let's go over his entire kit. His attack times 8 is going to be pretty good. Nowadays we are reaching the level of power creep where every leader has times 8, but Randena being one of the few cards that has time 8 attack multiplier is already up there in terms of damage. Additionally, when you dissolve fire runes, you get an additional times 5 attack multiplier, which is going to bring his damage to very insane levels and very meta levels in the game. Keep in mind, he is going to be a human leader. You can run different teams on it because his team skill only requires him to be the leader. So you can run different member teams, different race members in your team, but they will not be able to get this attack multiplier from Randena. That being said, he is going to be a really powerful team leader because of his team skills. The damage of his leader skill is actually pretty simple. Extra room movement time, extra attack, HP and recovery. Basically those three things. But the numbers on his attack multipliers is going to be pretty high. A times 40 if you dissolve fire runes. And if you have dual leader and ally, that is going to be even better. Additionally, no matter what, if you are launching an attack, Randena will be launching 6 extra attacks because every time you finish moving, you will explode the bottom row and you will be launching 6 attacks at the minimum 2.5 times higher, stronger than your regular attack. And depending on which runestones you have, you might be able to gain extra effects on those attacks, which in my opinion is going to be really powerful, especially if you trigger the race rune or the enchanted rune effects. Um, However, on the downside, it is that Randena does not have any runestone possession effects other than heart equals fire. So in terms of like attacking runes for your entire team, um, you don't really have that many attacking runes if you decide to run a rainbow team. If you decide to run a fire team, you basically also only have fire and heart runes as your attacking runes, which means that there is a potential of having really low damage if you don't have any attacking runes. Additionally, if you don't dissolve fire runes, his damage will definitely fall a significant amount because you are not able to get the ×5 attack multiplier. Overall, I do think Randena has a good leader skill. However, in terms of attacking runes, he might struggle a little bit just because he doesn't have that runestone possession effect in his kit. He will launch a lot of extra attacks, and these extra attacks will be really powerful. But if you are not launching any attacks, those extra attacks will not trigger as well, which means that Runestone Drought can definitely screw you up big time. Because of that, Randena will definitely be able to benefit from characters that generate attacking runes. So you definitely want to run characters that generate fire runes or heart runes for him to be able to launch attacks without issues and also launch these extra attacks. Preferably, you want to run a fire rune converter so that you can get the extra 5 times attack multiplier on your leader skill. However, keep in mind that Randena is also really good at stalling because of this third team skill, damage received minus 50%, and fully recover HP at the end of the round. So no matter how hard the enemy hits, if you can survive the hit, you are able to infinitely stall the enemy. However, keep in mind that even an empty spin will trigger the explosion effect, so Skydrop can mess you up. Uh, Needless to say, if, for example, you do an empty spin to stall the enemy and the bottom row gets exploded, but you get a fire combo, you are going to launch an attack and you will not be able to trigger this passive effect, which means that if you were counting on the damage reduction, the enemy might kill you. And if that happens, then GG, you have to restart the level basically. So this skill right here is going to make Randena a really good staller because of the damage reduction, the HP recovery, and also you get the skill CD reduction for humans, which means that your skills will be ready faster and you won't have to stall as much. So basically, if you encounter a weak enemy, you can basically get all your skills ready as long as you're running a mono human team. For this reason, I do think Randena is going to be a really good staller and also a really good burst leader because you can get all your skills ready and basically just burst the enemy really easily using all your active skills. But yeah, overall, I do think he's a good leader. He has really good and really solid team skills. The damage is really good. He launches extra attacks. However, he will struggle a little bit with shield breaking and also with runestone attacking runestones because of the lack of runestone possession effect. Water, earth, light, and dark runes will be a little bit useless for you unless you are running those members in your team. However, Randena as a leader is a little bit more selfish, where most of the damage will be focused on himself because of those 6 extra attacks that he launches. But yeah, good staller, good team skill, and good leader. I think overall he is a pretty solid leader. And if you are lacking a good human leader, I think Randena is a really good option to pull for because he is quite fun to play and he hits really hard. But yeah, now let's take a look at his active skill. His active skill is going to be a CD5 skill and has the following effect. Tap 3 runestones to explode them and generate enchanted human runes. And for one round, if the tapped runestones are of different types, you turn the entire board into enchanted human runes. And runestone movement time gets increased by 5 seconds. However, if the tapped runestones are of the same type, the character's attack increases by 3 times additionally, and your combo count increases by 6. In my opinion, this is also a really good active skill, has a lot of flexibility, and has 2 different effects that you can control which one you want to activate. Tapping 3 runestones to explode them is a little bit little. However, keep in mind that certain enemy skills nowadays generate enough runes so that you have at least 3 on the board. For example, there's an enemy that can generate 3 electrified water runes, and if you don't have any water runes, it will still generate 3 electrified water runes, or 3 frozen runes, or 3 other runes. So being able to tap them and explode them targetedly is going to be really good. Keep in mind that there is a third combination of runes that you can tap. Basically, if you tap 2 of the same runestones and 1 different rune, none of the effects will activate. You will only generate enchanted human runestones on the positions that you exploded. So basically, you only benefit from the first effect and not from the second and third effect. So keep in mind that if you want to activate Randena's skill, the best way is to either tap 3 different runestones or tap 3 runestones of the same time. And I do think the second and third effect are really good as well because of Randena's inherent team skill. This is because generating enchanted human runes will allow you to launch the ×5 extra attacks thanks to his team skill. And for the other effect, your attack increases by a further ×3, which means that the extra attacks will be even stronger as well. And combo count +6 also helps you break high combo shields, for example, 8+ combo shields, etc., etc., etc. So definitely a really good active skill for Randena as a leader. However, for Randena as a support or as a team member, I do also think it's good. However, it is going to be less useful than when you use it on a Randena team because most of the utility of this active skill comes from giving Randena more damage when he is a leader and also benefit from his team skill. However, being able to generate enchanted human runestones, a full board of enchanted runestones at CD5 is really powerful, and also being able to increase your combo count by 6 is also going to be really useful. So overall, I do think he has a pretty solid active skill and a pretty solid leader skill. So in my opinion, it is a pretty good leader to pull. However, before you pull, I would say wait a little bit until we get news of the next event, which might be a new collaboration or it might be a new black gold card. So, actually, probably not a black gold card, but it might be a new collaboration. So, make sure you take a look at the news to see what is coming up before you spend your resources and your diamonds pulling for this card. However, I do think he is a pretty good card, so if you pull for him, it might not you might not regret it, but you might also want to see what the next collaboration is so you can decide whether you want to spend your diamonds or not. But yeah, for now, that's all I had to say about this card. Please let me know in the comments if I said anything wrong or if I missed anything. And as always, stay tuned on my YouTube channel for more Tower of Saviors content. For now, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye everyone!